Sunday school is a place for fools. It's hot in hell, but the devil's cool. Don't keep Satan waiting. Don't keep Satan waiting. So don't just sit there, join the club. Sell your soul to Beelzebub.
Hey, everybody, is I, Count Jackula. Just here to see how you all are doing. Hoping it's good. Hoping things are good. Showtime. You want to see that again? All right, that's enough of that. How is everyone? I hope you're all okay. I see Catherine is with us. Stacy. Hadaway Productions. Hadaway Productions. Mousedon, Richard Cranium, Josh, and the rest. James Hamilton. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I can't do that no more. Gonna have to fucking warm up my voice for that shit. Yeah! Hey, baby, you ever fucking given a blowjob to a fat man in an overcoat? Yeah. Hey, blonde artist. Go back to the accidental making butter. Dude, I love Haxon. I don't care what nobody says. I prefer the one with William S. Burroughs narrating it. I prefer that one a million times because it's just so fucking funny listening to William S. Burroughs going over here, you know? And here is the ceremony where the little old ladies bend down to kiss Satan's ass. And of course, my favorite line, we don't torture little old ladies anymore. Like, he seems so disappointed. He seems so disappointed. We don't torture little old ladies anymore. Oh, the one I laugh at is almost always going to win in my world. You know, that's how the Count Jackula do. I do not consider the world a place to take too terribly seriously. There we go. All right. Nice and in there. Oh, boy. Hey, Dustin. What is up? Man, it's a really, I had like an up and down week. Started out kind of shit, but like, later on in the week, it wasn't so bad. Got my ass out to Berkeley to go to Dark Carnival Books. I successfully bought something. Found a comic that's coming out later this year that I'm a little interested in by Image called Per Evil. I don't know what it is, but it's apparently about evil cats. So I'm like, all right, I'm interested. Now I'm like, maybe I should look something like that. Look that up. Per Evil, Image Comics. Oh, it's coming out very soon, actually. Okay, cool. It arrives July 26th. Huh. All right, so like here's the cover. Get this up here. Let's not do that. Do. The hell? Okay. Yeah, there it is. Not exactly how I wanted to show it to you, but there it is. It's got evil kitty cats on it. So I don't know if it's gonna be any good, but it's got evil kitty cats on it, so like that's a plus. You know, you can't tell me I'm wrong on that one. Good God, what is up with this? There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. Per evil. Like I said, I have no idea what it is, but apparently it's got girls. It's got evil cats with demon eyes. So doing pretty good. Hey, Wolfman. Also picked up a book called Hollow's Eve, which was pretty good. It's a Marvel book, actually. It's got one of my problems. It's got one of the problems I have with modern Marvel books. But this is like a problem I have with modern Marvel comic books, just kind of across the board, which is a lot of art, a lot of really good art, but not a lot of writing, not a lot of words. And I think they've gotten to the point where it's like, no, you need to put the words back in, man, because there was actually something kind of cool. Like, this is what I mean. Like, they got an intro section in the beginning, but I'm like, no, fuck that, fucking intro. You want to open the first page, and every time something happens, you got to feel like Stan Lee is telling it to you. You know, New York, city of, the city that never sleeps, true believers. You know, as you may know, our gal has found herself in quite the predicament. You know, like you want to feel, you want that feeling to it. You know, you want the narrator. You know, I miss the narrator. I just realized that's what it is. I miss the narrator. You know, because they still have the little things that's like, C issue, whatever, which is okay, but like, come on, man, bring the narrator back, Like, some comics don't need the narrator. There are a lot of, like, for example, a lot of fucking Alan Moore and Neil Gaiman's comic work didn't have like a third person narrator, like there was narration, but it was usually one character is talking about something and then we move into another scene, and it just happens that those two things are connected, like that would happen a lot. But like, I feel like in a Marvel comic, you need to feel like Uncle Stan is telling you a story, And to be fair, they haven't had a narrator. They haven't used that style of storytelling in a long time, in a couple of decades at this point. But I miss it. You kind of, there's something kind of fun about like, little does Spidey know, like that kind of jazz. Yeah, it's hokey, but I mean, like, it worked when we loved comics. Come on. I can't believe that like comic readers today are super against the idea of like having a guy say Excelsior at you. Come on. Yeah, and he's at Toxie opening. Yeah, definitely. Because the thing is that if you didn't read the intro, you had no idea what was going on. And I was like, no, dude, like, do it like you used to, where it was like you would explain important things as they happen. The narrator would tell you important shit as they happen. When the character speaks, like the narrator kind of like backs off. Because you've got like a lot of panels with no dialogue. And the artwork is good, but like but outside of the focus area, you got a lot of real estate to work with. You know, I don't even think Marvel needs a new face for its line. I think they just got to continue that style. You know, like you got to feel like someone's talking to you. Like I said, telling you a story. Like some of the old cartoons would do that all the time. Like, let me see if I could find one.
What's there?
What the fuck?
You're
Oh, okay, that's not.
I, the chameleon, master of disguise, will impersonate each of you in turn, creating confusion.
Okay, yeah. I also miss. Sometimes I also kind of miss the monologues that they would do just because. Yeah, just to get the reader like fucking caught up.
Spider-Man!
Let's see. I'm like, nah, it's got to, you know.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends! Iceman and Firestar!
You know, I gotta say, whenever they do Fantastic Four, I kind of want them to go back to that for that show or that movie or whatever they're gonna do with them. You know, actually do it where it's like, yeah, it's the '60s, baby. Last time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, exactly. Like, I really actually think that's one of the things that keeps that show alive. Dragon Ball Z is dude coming on saying, last time on Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Kai, or Dragon Ball Balls. Dragon Ball Cocktail without the tail, you know, like, you know, whatever it's on now. You know, can Goku survive? Ah, shit, this show ain't been about him for a hot minute. Who cares? But I find that kind of storytelling delightful, and if I was in charge of that shit, I would bring it back for some stuff, you know. You know, maybe that's just me, but I don't care. I don't care. I think it would be fantastic. Hey, George, how you doing? Hey, Tristan, how you doing? Hey, this is Mitten Samurai, how you doing? Yeah, see, that's why I can't rap. Like, I can do the lyrics in my head, but like, I still can't believe I saw a TikTok with someone was like, only millennials will get this, and they start playing the first two, like the bar drop from Hypnotized by Biggie, and I'm like, all right, hold your fucking horses. I'm not saying you don't recognize it, and I ain't saying that song ain't special, but there is no way in God's great heaven that's only a millennial thing. There is no way, because you hear that boom, 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 you immediately go, oh. Come on. Biggie Smalls is the OG sweaty overweight jam, bro. Come on. Actually, technically, he's probably Barry White, but you know what I mean. No, but come on, that reintroduced that to a whole new generation. That generation was Gen X. The millennials cry over Biggie. Man, they probably didn't even know who Biggie was until they were like in their teens, and that was like 5 years later. No, you don't have to be a big rap fan to fucking know Biggie's Hypnotize. Yeah, I'll prove it to you. There you go. There you go. Like, y'all know that shit. Like, he's another one I guarantee you all know. Yeah, y'all know that one. Da-na-na-na-na. It's a stupid... It's the N-O... Was it? It's the N-O... Yeah, it's the D-O-double-G. Snoop Dogg! It's actually a Dre song. Oh, yeah. Well, who don't know this one? I mean, come on. Yeah, there's a Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Yeah, y'all know that. Y'all know that song, so to the point you probably just assumed it was a Snoop Dogg song. You know, like a normal person. Oh, no, you can't outdo Biggie. You can't outdo Biggie. You gotta... Well, Big Pun came close sometimes. I mean, to be fair, Big Pun came close. You know, but like... As good as Big Pun was, he wasn't as cool as Biggie Smalls. You know what I mean? You know, it's that whole thing from like Luke Cage. I see you looking at my picture, Biggie. You know why you're looking at it? It's the crown. What's an Snoop Dogg song? Oh, hang on a minute. That is technically not a Snoop Dogg song. That is a Dr. Dre song with Snoop Dogg featured. That is Next Episode by Dr. Dre. You know, I thought the whole East Coast, West Coast beef was largely fake to begin with. Yep, it's Dre. Now, it is Snoop Dogg fucking saying, you know, the D-O-double-G. You know, like, that's him. It's just technically not his song. Yeah, right? Yishifai's like, huh? And I'm like, yeah, right? You know, like, one of those things. Huh. You know what? I really hope that. Yeah, Snoop is guest starring. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of crossovers, that takes me to comics, and I really hope that DC universe, cinematic universe, gets its act together. You know, I think having fucking James Gunn do shit is probably the right idea, because I think he will do the what the DC universe does best, which is just be fucking ridiculous. He'll pull some bad guy out of his ass for the big event. He won't use like Apocalypse or something. He'll do like Toy Maker or something. You know, and he'll make you feel bad for Toy Maker while also making you terrified of him. You know, shit like that. I'm looking forward to it, because I also feel that if you want to do a DCU, you ought to actually focus on the like Suicide Squad aspects, you know, that type of stuff. You know, because that's where all the weirdos are. Superman Legacy is going to be the James Gunn Superman movie. I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be interesting. I have a feeling he is going to pull in like the most Superman movie ever. Like, you're going to watch that and you're going to cry and you're going to believe in true justice in the American way again. Oh, dude. Fucking. We probably don't even need a Man-Bat movie, right? We probably just need him to be like a major character in like a Suicide Squad flick. You know, that'd be awesome. You know, like I would probably make like Man-Bat like a dad, but not like, you know, dad by night, and then at night he undergoes a hideous mutation. You know, it more like, no, he's just Man-Bat all the time, and he's got a kid, and he's like, oh, I gotta get the kid. You know, it's like, oh, gotta get the kid to, you know, gotta get the kid to school. So when he's doing his Man-Bat thing, like he's got to answer his phone. It's like, what's that, Bobby? No. We don't do that in this family. Boom. We don't bite people in this family. Son, you know, when I do it, it's different, you know? Well, I think they're going to, I don't know what they're going to do for the DCU proper, but I know Pattinson is going to be playing Batman in the next movie. He was kid. Wait, there's a kid. There actually is a kid Bat? Okay, awesome. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Stacy. It should be, the DC universe should be a little Venture Brothers, you know? You know, like imagine this, like Superman's got a fucking, you know, he's saving the world, right? He's doing whatever. You know, he's using his ice breath and his heat vision, making the world spin backwards, like whatever he's got to do. And in the middle of that, he gets like call from Jimmy Olsen. It's like, I'm really thinking of asking this girl out. What should I do? Jimmy, look, let me tell you, like as he's fighting Lex Luthor or Gorilla Grodd or whatever, you know, it's like, it's really all about confidence. Give me a minute, will you? Oh yeah. Patterson was great as Batman. Like I'd be interested to see what Jensen Ackles could do with Batman, but I don't know if he could. I like Jensen Ackles. I don't know if he's as good an actor as Robert Pattinson. I think you'd want him to play something. I think you'd want him to play something that he could like, that Ackles could like, just kind of slip into, like Arsenal or even Red Hood. I mean, you'd have to explain Red Hood, but like, that's at least a role he's used to. Fuck yeah, Solomon Grundy. Look, it's James Gunn. If Solomon Grundy don't come up, something went horribly wrong. Yeah, we don't know what else is going on with the DCU and the adjacent movies. Like, we know what they're going to put out, but we don't know what they're going to do with them. Oh, you didn't think Pattinson brought anything to that role? Oh, I disagree. I thought he was really good. I mean, granted, he's not like, oh fuck, the guy played the Penguin. I cannot remember that actor's name now. Solomon Grundy wants pants too, Oh, Black Racer. Actually, the funny thing is, if they did another Speed Racer movie, Jensen Ackles would be a great Racer X. Colin Farrell, that's right, Colin Farrell. Like, Colin Farrell as the fucking Penguin was amazing. I like what dude did. What's his name? Peter Craig. He played the Riddler, right? Oh no, Paul Dano. I liked Paul Dano's performance, but they made a completely different Riddler, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, you're not seeing Ezra Miller after this, I guarantee it. There's no way. They may try, but I don't think that's going to work. Plus, I don't think James Gunn gives a shit about Ezra Miller. If he wants Flash, he'll get a Flash. It don't need to be Ezra Miller. It didn't need to be Ezra Miller in the first place. You think everyone's going to go see that movie because Ezra Miller is the Flash? Fuck no. Fuck no. They're going to watch it because Michael Keaton fucking shows up. They're going to introduce the DCU Supergirl. Actually, is it Supergirl or Power Girl? I think it's Supergirl. How come we don't have Bizarro's Superman yet? I wouldn't be surprised if you see that very soon. Yeah, the Riddler was a bit more Kevin Spacey from Seven. I agree. For the movie, it worked. But, like, how do I put that? That's a really interesting version of the Riddler, but it's not the Riddler, know what I'm saying? So I'm willing to wait and see what they do. I'm not expecting, like, that universe's version of the Joker to be the Joker either. Like, I was okay with what they did with Jared Leto as the Joker, but like, I kind of gotta agree it wasn't quite the Joker. It's like the tattoos I didn't think were going too far, but there was something that wasn't quite right. There's something about him that just didn't seem that maniacal. And that to me is always key when it comes to the Joker. He's got to come off as like maniacal. Like the irony being is I thought that Jared Leto's Joker was way too understated. Calling her Supergirl now, if she sticks around, she may be called Power Girl later. It was the teeth. Yeah, something about. Yeah, there was something about that whole thing that wasn't quite right. You know, it's like any one thing would have, any one or hell, any couple of those things that they put into it would have been okay with Jared Leto. But like as a whole thing, it was like, okay, this is definitely not like Earth Prime Joker, if you know what I mean. Like this is like we're in some sort of weird alternate universe. Lack of eyebrows didn't help because I'm like, no, the Joker needs to be very expressive, you know. Yeah, he lost a lot of expression. Like he should have actually, like even if he had took his eyebrows off, they should have been like repainted on. You know what I mean? You know, because the one thing I think you're onto something, because I think the one thing that the Joker always is expressive. Yeah. My big fear is that they're going to try to, I doubt this will happen under James Gunn, but like, my big fear for that Flash movie is is that they will have tried to make Supergirl more like more like Captain Marvel. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, that wouldn't be totally wrong. Or my fear is that they'd make Power Girl like that. And I'm like, well, I mean, I guess you could, but don't we kind of already have Captain Marvel? Like, let's do something else. Leto's not like that bad, but he ain't that great neither. You know, he's not a terrible actor, but he's also not really a great one. You know, like, and I hear about him like on the set, and it feels like Tom Hardy with less talent, and I don't know how often anyone can deal with that. You know, like people could put up with Tom Hardy because like he pulls in a fucking performance. You know, he may be difficult to work with, but you know he's got the goods. Like Jared Leto, not quite as much. Oh God, that's right. He was like an urban legend, wasn't he? Yeah. Yeah. It's an interpretation of the Joker, but it didn't feel like the Joker, you know? Joaquin Phoenix is a way better actor. Joaquin Phoenix is like scary good. Oh, see, I would disagree. I actually felt that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker was a really good version of the Joker, particularly before he becomes the crown prince of crime. You know, clearly we're going to see what they do with that Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Yeah. Leto's ego exceeds his talent. Agreed. Oh yeah, Amanda Waller is perfect. Like there are a whole bunch of like fucking like don't get me wrong, the DCU's got a lot of great casting, you know. Oh, you haven't seen Joker? Oh, it's really good. It's actually really good. Like, it's basically, the idea was to do a Scorsese style character study, but use the Joker. And in that way, it succeeded. It completely succeeded. Oh yeah, you're not supposed to like Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller's a bitch. Like, what are you talking about? That woman would kill Superman if she thought she had to preserve America. She's black female Dick Cheney. Oh, see, here's the thing. I'm gonna give Lady Gaga a shot on that. I don't know, because that's not like that to me is not like completely out of school. It all depends on how it goes. It might turn out that she's the perfect Harley Quinn for the movie they make. If she was going to replace Margot Robbie in everything, I'd be annoyed. Because I'd be like, oh, come on, really? Like, but I'm willing to give Lady Gaga a shot on this. Yeah, it is a musical, so I'm kind of like curious as to what they're going to fucking do. Oh, yeah. I don't know about the casting for Hal Jordan. I like Ryan Reynolds, but I didn't feel he was a good Hal Jordan at all. But the guy playing Sinestro was great. Yeah, Robbie is great as Harley. Like, no notes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna judge Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn until I see it. Not until I see it. I gave Jay Leto that chance. So I'll give it to her. Yeah. The Joker series isn't really part of the DCU movie universe. Oh, it just has musical sequences. Well, that's fine. Well, wait, that's what a musical is. Like, it's not an opera, is what you mean. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna like break out into song and shit. So. I wish they didn't cancel the Cyborg solo film. Yeah, that seems like a shame. Yeah, that's a shame. But like I'm pretty sure Ray Fisher was just done. I'm pretty sure he was just done with that whole thing. Like, you get like. Like, I get it. You get to do the thing that you really want to do. Like with John Boyega, right? At some point you just like, no, I can't anymore. This is supposed to be like the greatest, one of the highlights of my fucking career, right? And this bullshit is happening. Oh, I actually thought Cyborg worked pretty well in that Zack Snyder fucking Justice League movie. There are definitely some points of that movie where I'm like, bruh, this is good. You probably could have cut this down to 3 hours. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, he did. Well, like, look, when you call Liar Liar Pants on Fire, that's a you're done move. That's a, oh, fuck this. You know, like you reached your limit, you know. I don't know if John Boyega's coming back to Star Wars. He might. He might. You know, it's not that likely, but how to put it? First, they would have to ask. You know, they would have to heal that bridge. You know, and by that I mean, you know, Disney or LucasArts or. I actually don't understand what the entire arrangement is between Lucasfilm and Disney. I don't know how they handle shit. Yeah, it's doubtful, but it's not impossible. Like we'll see what goes on. Because I know they want to do more. I know they want to do more with like Ray Skywalker. Yeah, he said he was done with Star Wars, but I mean, so did Mark Hamill at one point. Okay, you know, like that's what I'm saying. You know? Yeah, but not knowing the ins and outs, and exactly what happened. I don't know who needs to apologize to who needs to like be gone, who needs to be involved. Like I don't know any of that shit, so I couldn't even begin to guess. Like they may already have him, like they may have already like worked on that and have something in the pipes that we don't know about. My only problem with Kathleen Kennedy, to be totally honest, was that she caved to fan pressure when it came to Rise of Skywalker. That was a big problem I had. The only other major misstep, in my opinion, that she did was that the marketing of that Solo movie was terrible. It did not tell you what kind of movie that was going to be. And those ads looked boring. It did not look like a movie I was going to enjoy. It's just going to be like, oh God, we're going to try to ring this bell again. You know, but they didn't show any of the shit that was working in that movie that actually made it look like it could be a lot of fun. Yeah, you never know. You never know. You never know what's going to happen in the future. I forget who it is who does the like who is the producer of the guy who did like was it Jon Favreau? Yeah, Kevin Feige is fucking Marvel, and Jon Favreau is Star Wars, right? Kathleen Kennedy's not a storyteller; she's a producer. I would agree with that. I would say that that's fair. You know, because she's not like she's not the storyteller that like even you know she ain't Jon Favreau. You know, okay, yeah, okay. So here are all these pictures of like Jon Favreau in front of a Mandalorian thing. So okay, there we go, Jon Favreau. Yeah, whatever Jon Favreau's got going on under his wing, like there's definitely some magic happening there. Oh, that's right, he did Iron Man. That's right. That's why I was getting confused. Yeah, Kevin Feige is like the Marvel guy. Jon Favreau used to be a Marvel guy, is now working more with Lucasfilm, and he played Happy. And don't forget Dave Filoni. Okay, Dave Filoni. Okay, right. Won't forget Dave Filoni. But like a lot of those stuff that the stuff that those guys are putting out is great. You know. Huh. You know, and as far as bad creative decisions, hey, let's not pretend George had it in the bag. George did not have it in the bag. Because, I mean, the funny thing is this. Plot-wise, this is the comparison I'll make between the prequel trilogy and the final trilogy, which is the plot of the prequel trilogy is pretty solid. The storytelling is ass. The final trilogy has almost the opposite problem, where the storytelling is reasonably good, but the plot, particularly in the last one, you're just like, the fuck is going on? Like if you actually break down the plot of Rise of Skywalker, it makes no sense. You know, there is no the scenes do not flow naturally from one into the other at all. They're not a logical consequence of what happened before. It's just a bunch of shit that happens to the point that I forgot fucking Chewbacca died. I forgot there was a dead Chewbacca in that movie. You know, now don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the prequel movies are good. They're not. Like, good storytelling will get you over bad plot, but good plot is not going to get you over bad storytelling. Talk about trade politics like, what are your French women? Well, the thing is this. You can take the exact sequence of shit that happens in the prequels. You know, maybe not necessarily beat for beat, but like without having to drop too much and tell a much better story around it. You know, because what's the plot? A corrupt senator foments war within the Republic in order to gain power and turn it into a galactic empire under his control. This has been a plan that has been in motion for a very, 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 very long time. And now it's coming to fruition. Part of that plan is making sure. That's right, Flashman. J.J. Abrams, don't get coffee because coffee is for closers. Coffee is for closers. That's right, Flashman. The other thing I would have fucking done that, you know, might have been important, might have helped. Who the fuck is General Grievous? Whatever happened in some fucking cartoon at that period of time don't count. We weren't doing that yet. Know what I mean? Like, you gotta fucking tell us, man. And it doesn't necessarily take that long to tell us who this motherfucker is. Like, how long did it take for them to explain who Darth Vader was in the first movie? What, 30 seconds? Motherfucker walks in. And you too can cause screams if you donate any amount to the Super Chat. You know, like, for example, like, if you put... I would still expect you to get everybody up to speed when you did a movie. That was like the one thing I thought went wrong with Doctor Strange 2. I was like, no. I shouldn't have to know what happened in WandaVision in order to get what's going on here. Now, I understand that that's hard given how Marvel does things. So I was willing to, I was willing to let it slide, but it was still a problem. It's still a storytelling issue that I had. Yeah, I would agree, Flashman. I think the TV series that's happening is why people are looking back fondly on the prequels, because it actually makes them work.